Hi students, Cynthia Nitch here. Wanted to cover Chapter 5, Access Database, Guided Project 5-1. What you're looking at here is a template that you have many choices of different templates, and this one is a contact list. And they just kind of renamed, the different items here to correspond to what they were doing. So I'm going to go ahead and enable content. And I want to change this to an object type so I can see the different objects and what's underneath. So let's just take a tour. So this faculty list is you only see a couple of field headings here because that's kind of all they want to do. We're looking at this. But I want to go ahead and show you the faculty table and show you all the field headings that they have. So your table and your form can look totally different, right? When you go into this faculty list and you actually type things in, it'll populate in the table, but some of the things obviously would just end up being blank because this faculty list only has several of the field headings. All right, so let's go ahead and edit some stuff that's in the faculty table. So I'm going to right click on it and choose Design View, and you'll notice there's a lot of stuff here. Let's just say that we want to delete a couple of things or one thing. So I'll just delete allergy and medication too. Why not? All right. So in here, they also want you to rename this. So it's going to be called highest degree. Okay. And in that, I think I have to change that highest degree. Oh no, they wanted me to change department. So in a department, they have a lookup for that. So obviously someone came in here and redid the lookup wizard, or maybe it comes standard. So when you want to edit a lookup wizard, you go to Field Properties and choose Lookup. You're in General as default, and you would choose Lookup to see what's there. So the easiest thing to do is when you create a lookup, you do it by wizard, but to edit the wizard, you would go in here and change it. So what we want to do is edit that and add art, history, and music to that lookup. So I'm just going to get the instructions and then copy and paste it so I don't have to type it in. So that's how you edit a lookup. So the next thing they want us to do is go ahead and enter some records, but they want us to enter it in the faculty details form. So I'll click there. And so this is, remember, this is the template, right, that they automatically give to you. And the first name is Bruce, and the last name is Elkins. And then I'm just going to save it and ask for the new one. And the new one is Charlotte. Last name is Lou. And then I can click Save New and choose Close. All right. So now that I have that, let's just double click on the faculty and you'll see that I have these things, right? So what I want to do now is I need to create another table called degrees and kind of just have a lookup table to that to show what degrees the faculty had. So I'm going to double click on this, and I want you to notice that they have a faculty ID here and a faculty ID number. But what we'll do is we'll create another table called degrees, and we'll add this faculty ID as a foreign key to that lookup, and then you'll see that that lookup will automatically create the relationship. So I'm going to X out of this, and I'm going to double click on database tools. Obviously we don't have any table relationships because we only have one table. But when you see when I create that degrees table and I create that lookup, but then when I'm finished, we can look at this database tool under relationships, and you'll see that that relationship had been automatically created because of that lookup. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to click Create, Table and Design, and I'm going to add these things that the instructions want me to do. I'm going to do one of them, and then I'll pause the video and do the rest so you don't have to watch me do this. Degree ID, auto number, and then the description. And then this degree is going to be the primary ID. All right, I'm going to pause the video and then fill out the rest of this stuff. Okay, so I went ahead and created these fields, added these data types, and did these descriptions. The one thing they want me to do is create a lookup tab, or click on lookup tab and choose combo box, and then do the value list. So they want you, in the instructions, they actually want you to do it, I guess, the quote unquote hard way. So let's go ahead and I'll show you that. So on this lookup, I'm in degree, and display control, they want me to do a combo box. So I'll click there. And then the row source type, they want, I think I click on value list, because I'm going to actually type in the list, right? I'm not using another table to do so. And then the source view, they want us to go ahead and type this stuff in. So high school diploma, PhD and stuff. I can right click on this because it's already in there and copy and paste it in here. Yay. So that is a combo list. Honestly, I would have, if this was real life and I didn't need to know how to do it this way, I would always do it on lookup because it's easier. So now it wants me to click on degree and do a format of just 4 digits. So that's this, the 4 little hashtags, and that will actually, oops, let me correct that. It wants it on the input mask. So I'll just do 4 hashtags, means that I just want 4 characters when someone types something in, okay? And then they want me to go ahead and save this. So I'm just gonna click out of it and save it as degrees. There you go. So now I have 2 tables here. I click on degrees and you'll see that I have that ID foreign key, and that's what's gonna connect these 2 tables together. But they want to show you that you can connect these using a lookup wizard. Okay, so I want to click on data type property and click on blah, blah, blah. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to go into degrees, and I'm going to choose, I'm going to right click on it and choose design view. And then on this one here, they want me to do a lookup wizard. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this and choose lookup wizard, and I want it to look up field values on another query. So I'm actually going to look up stuff that's in that faculty table. So then I click next and I select the faculty table, and then I want the ID, so I can click, if this is highlighted, I can click on this arrow or I can double click on it. And then I want the first name and the last name. So this is all that I want to show in my lookup wizard. So I want to click next, and I want to go ahead and do ascending order by last name and click next. And then I actually want to see the key, the ID here. Sometimes you don't want to show it because it's redundant, but in this case I do want to see that ID, and then I want to see the first name and the last name. I can kind of mess with these columns too to make it look nicer. All right, so then I want to click next, and I choose ID as that first one I want to show. And this is what I was talking about, how it'll automatically create a relationship because I'm choosing some things here. So I want to enable data integrity for sure, and I want to do a cascade delete, I think. Let me read that. So check the name and then do a cascade delete, which means if I were to delete it on one, it would delete on the other table as well. So I think I'm ready. So I click finish and I click yes. And let's just, for the fun of it, go to lookup and see it says they got this source from faculty ID, and this is what I wanted in there. So that was successful, right? So they want us to edit the relationship. I don't know if you, in this here, we just did that allow for delete, but we're also going to do another thing that wasn't available to us in the lookup wizard. So I'm going to go ahead and X that out, and I'm going to go back, I'm going to go into my data tools, and you'll see a relationship has automatically been created for us. But we want to go ahead and edit the actual relationship. So I'll double click on this relationship and ask for cascade update related fields, which means if I were to change or update one in one table, the other table would automatically be updated as well. So I'll click OK on that, and I'll go ahead and close that relationship and save it. All right, so now what they want to do is they want us to add records into the degree table. So I just want to go ahead and double click on the degree table here and choose who I want to look for. And I want to look for Bruce first, and his degree is PhD, and the degree he got it was in 2012. Whoops. And he got his degree from U of A, University of Arizona. Then my second one I want to look up is Charlotte. She has a PhD, and her degree was in 2015, and she was at Rutgers. Okay, so obviously if I had, you know, a lot of these going on in this faculty, let me show you really quick. I'm going to X out of this. So in this faculty, if I had a lot of faculty members here, then obviously I would have a lot of choices to do here. So that's how it connects. So what it wants us to do now is they want us to go in, I think I already did this, but we'll double check, but test the cascade delete property of the relationship. So I already did this, but let's just go look at it so you know it's there. So we have that cascade delete. So this is the deal. They want me to delete one of them in one of the tables and then show that they both were deleted in both tables. So on the faculty table in Datasheet View, I'll just open it up, sorry. They want me to go ahead and check the plus sign for Bruce. Yeah, that works. And then they want us to click the row selector and delete Bruce. Sorry, Bruce. So I'm going to right click and choose delete. All right, so because it is in part of a relationship, you'll see when I go to degrees, Bruce has been deleted there as well. So it does work. All right, so that is it on chapter 5 and of Access Database. It'll just, you know, sometimes you might not want it or not use it, but it's fun to kind of know that it's there. If you ever need it, you can always like maybe Google it and look it up again, but it's just neat to see all the functionality of this database. Thank you. If you have any questions, let me know.